Hi everyone, Shendu here. We're just starting the championship phase of PvP, so as a follow-up to my previous video I decided to record a bit of my matches and do some considerations about advanced PvP playing, so to speak. So let's start. As you can see, it just started in this very second. And this is paramount. It's very important that you start as soon as the championship starts, if you want to rank among the first places. This is because, of course, at the start everyone is at the same ranking, no rank. And if you're very quick in achieving in placing among the first ranks, it's gonna be way easier to make points. This is partly because of how the ranking system works, and it's also because it's kind of easier to, in a way, to place among the first ones, and kind of harder to reach the first places after, if you do it later on. To be more clear, if I started this thing 1 hour later, at 6 o'clock, it's 5 a.m. here, playing in Europe, so it's pretty annoying, the time slot for European players. But what I mean is that if I started playing at, I don't know, at 8 o'clock, I would have started with players that are already ranked and have been playing for a while, of course. And I'll have to struggle to reach the first, I don't know, 500 places, because I'll have to fight against several opponents, use a lot of gems, while to reach the same spot, starting from scratch, as I'm doing now, it will take me few gems. You see, I'm third now. I'm third in the in the general ranking, which is insane. I'm fifth already. I'm gonna fall very quickly behind, but if you keep playing, you are gonna benefit a lot from that ranking. And sorry if I'm switching a bit, but I want to use immediately the rewards I got to boost my characters, actually. Let's boost this guy here. Okay. Okay. And you can see I'm already rank 112 because I waited a few seconds. So it's, you see, I'm getting a lot of points if I fight here, because yeah, this is hard, actually. I don't know. Yeah, no, I can win this. If you fight in rapid succession, okay. Here I am against rank 3. Let's see if I can beat him. It's hard to do a mirror match like this, but I'm faster, as you can see, so I hope I can beat him. Of course, my Doff is low because he's low and made damage on okay, damage my speed. As you can see, I was able to launch Kizaru special before his. As long as I'm faster and I can launch my special before him, I'm gonna get an advantage. Unless he just kills my Kizaru here. I hope he survives. Nobody died. Yeah, he's a bit behind. Yeah, he's dying now. Okay, I'm a bit behind. Okay, he killed him, but it's fine because he lost 2 units, so he's a bit behind me in this moment. His low is also almost gone. Yeah, he's gone. And Akainu is almost gone as well. Shanks too. Come on, heal me, heal me. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I pretty much won this. This is set already. As you can see, speed gives you a lot of advantage. I'll explain the basics of my team in the meantime. Okay. As you can see, I raised up. I'm falling behind in rank despite winning because a lot of people is playing. So, but I'm still in a good position. 24. That's a lot. Okay, I think I can beat this guy, possibly. Maybe. Don't know. Let's try. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah. The rationale behind my team, what my team does. Okay, I have my team is very speed based. As you can see, my speed is very high. I use both low and carrot to speed up my units, also Kizaru. And I'm not doing huge damage, and my defense is pretty average. But I'm really quick, so my special will launch, as you can see, way quicker than the opponents, and that will also raise my attack and defense. So it's all about the speed. My team is all about the speed. These units synergize very well. It's a slasher team, by the way. My units have passive abilities that benefit those slashers. As you can see, the healers are pretty annoying. And Low has a nice ability that will disrupt, will slow down actually Driven and Powerhouse units. And he also does a nice fix damage every time he launches his special. Carrot does the same. She also does fixed damage, which is cool because it goes. It ignores the opponent's defense, basically. And yes, I think I'm doing fairly well here. Okay, this is the fixed damage, as you can see. Destroyed the opponent. Yeah, I only have 30 seconds. I hope we can do this. Okay, this is a problem because of the healer. Healers are kinda annoying because they slow down the process of you killing them, of course. But let's hope he's quickly dying, so yeah. He's done, he's pretty much done. Okay, we didn't lose any of our units, so that's cool. What the other units do is about Shank's crew and Doffy. They are good tanks, and they also boost the defense of other units. Actually, Doflamingo boosts both the defense and the attack of your units, so it's pretty valuable. It's probably one of the better units in the team. And Carrot, as I said, is all about the speed. Kizaru also raises the speed, but he also raises the attack of your units, so it's a pretty balanced team actually. It does a bit of everything, but the most important thing about this team is the speed. I think this is more or less, you can change some units in this team, you don't have to run exactly like this, wrong mode. You don't have to run it exactly like this. There are some units that are interchangeable. You can use, I use sometimes, okay, I'm gonna use a gem now. You kinda have to use gems, unfortunately, in this mode if you want to rank among the first positions. At least to start with, in the very first minutes, in the very first hour. Then later on you can kinda manage to stay at the top without spending too much, but the start is pretty much a requirement. So let's try this. I don't know how this team works. I never fought such a team, but I see Powerhouse unit, which is a good target for low, so let's hope it's fine. It's very dangerous to face a team you don't know very well, because there's always danger that it's always dangerous because it can be deceivingly powerful. It can have good strategies and be very well tailored for beating the kind of team you're running. So let's hope this is not the case and I survive, but I'm doing fairly well. I'm quite a lot faster than his team, as you can see, which is the goal of this team, as I said. Okay, killed a couple units, so yes, 3 units actually. This is annoying because those 2 units are pretty good. If they come in, they are gonna be a problem, but let's see. Okay, he's dying pretty quickly. The thing about Otama and V3 Akainu is that okay, V3 Akainu is annoying as hell. He's pretty good, he does a lot of stuff, but he's also kinda squishy. Otama is very squishy, and he's kinda squishy as well. So he's very powerful, but it's kinda of a glass cannon, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. He dies very quickly, honestly. I tried in my team, but he doesn't go that well. I think it might be an absolute beast if you use him in a specific team that's gonna boost him, but in a generic team I don't see the point, honestly. Just slapping him in your team without thinking about it is not gonna work, I think. I think I can beat this. This guy is a bit annoying, especially if he's leveled up. I don't know about this. Yeah, but he's kinda alright, I think. This is driven. Maybe I can beat this. Okay, this is gonna be hard because of basically because of Capone. Capone in defensive team is pretty annoying. You want to avoid him if possible because he's very durable. He's very durable, he's often gonna be the last unit standing, and often you're gonna run out of time because it takes a lot to kill him. It takes a lot of time. And everyone who's running him usually also runs healers. He also heals himself on his own, so it's pretty annoying. Also units that target with a fixed target are pretty annoying too. Let's hope my healers are pretty annoying. This is the kind of team that tries to stall the game until you run out of time. Let's hope we can kill him. Okay. Let's hope we can destroy the team very fast. Once he doesn't have his healer anymore, it's gonna be better, but we're gonna have to do a lot of damage quickly. Otherwise, that Capone will survive for sure. And every time they use their special, it slows down a little bit. Okay, that's good. We removed a good chunk of withers. If we can kill Capone, that's gonna be excellent, because then it is done. It's pretty much done. Capone, it's all about Capone. Yeah, okay. If 40 seconds to kill Capone is not terrible, if we have the whole team against him. He's always a bit scary though, because he heals himself, but I think he's done. Okay. He's done. Good. Okay, as you can see, our team is very fast, and this surely helps against a defensive team like that one. I know that Capone is pretty hard to beat because I actually run him in my defensive team. I'll give you a quick look at my defensive team. Okay, I just won a defensive battle. This is another reason why you want to start quick and bring yourself in the first position, because you're gonna get a lot of defense battles. You're gonna be challenged a lot. This is my defensive team. No, it's not. I've messed up. I chose the wrong one. Okay, I was running the wrong one. This is my actual defensive team, as you can see. As you can see, my Capone and my Bullet are not leveled up at all. And my Frankie neither. Yet despite this is a pretty good defensive team, because they're extremely tanky even at level 1. So it's actually gonna be deceivingly good, because a lot of players are gonna see this and say, oh, they're just at level 1, I can attack them, and then they're gonna run out of time, because Otama will heal them, and also these units will raise their defense, and it's gonna be very hard to kill them. All of these units are defensive units, and all of them boost defense, so it's pretty annoying it's a boring thing if you will, but it works. It just works. Okay, 27, rank 27. Okay, possibly can beat this one. Yeah, I can definitely beat this one. Okay, let's do some commentary on the battle. Let's start. As you can see, Low really damages their speed. This is not a very quick team. It's not meant to be, but Low pretty much destroys these teams anyway, because not being able to use their to attack at all, not being able to do their stuff is gonna benefit us very much. They are pretty tanky though, as you can see. I barely did any damage at all. These are gonna die. Luckily, Doff is gonna probably die. One of the problems with this game being game mode being very reliant of random generated numbers is that sometimes your positioning will not be ideal. The units kinda bumps like balls in a pinball table, and whenever they get hit, they hit someone, they chase someone, they go wildly out of position, they go wherever they want, and it's gonna be actually a mess, because it's a nightmare, because often they end up in a position where they shouldn't be. Like the units in the back, you put in the back that should be in the back of your team, because they are usually more squeaky, will end up in the front, and the units, I actually beat them pretty quickly. I mean, okay, I destroyed this team. That was very cool. Okay, we are among the first 100 players, which is always cool. Okay, sorry. I was talking about the fact... yet another gem. Was talking about the fact, yes, that this team is gonna... the movement, I'm sorry, I mean, is gonna mess you up really bad, because when you move a lot, your more your weaker units, weaker I mean on the in a defensive way, the units that are more likely to be destroyed, less tankier, so to speak, often gonna be in the front for whatever reason. And like my Kizaru is by far one of the quickest units I have. He dies pretty easily, and he's gonna be in the front, and you're gonna scream against the game because it's randomly moving those weaker units in the front for whatever reason. And sometimes your special won't hit your enemies at all, or you get one. You only get to hit one unit, which sucks. Like this in this case. So yeah, the placing is a bit random at times. Of course, they follow some pattern. They attack either in the front or sideways, depending on the unit. But this sucked, for example. I only hit 2. But it's at the end of the day, it's pretty random. So you cannot really control it. You can tamper a bit with. You can play around a bit with positioning the order of your units. Wow, he's destroying me actually. This is pretty bad. Okay, Otama may be a decisive factor, is because if she heals my units and we don't lose either Doffy or Carrot, we can win this. Actually pretty easily, but it's gonna be very close here. Okay, 20 seconds. We have to kill him. We have to kill Bullet. Bullet is a problem. Please kill Bullet. Okay, I'm struggling here. This is annoying. Okay, this is very close. Yeah, I won this. Close. What was I saying? Sorry, I got sidetracked by actually paying attention to my battle. Yes, I was saying the positioning is random at the end of the day, so you cannot really control it. It's annoying, but it is what it is. The game is structured like that. So. You can temper a bit. I was saying you can play a bit around with placing your units in different positions. If you watched my previous video, my ultimate guide, so to speak, as I called it, to PvP, which was very in depth. About a lot of stuff, but also I talked about a lot, as many things as possible in that video, but I didn't go very deep, honestly, in some more technical stuff. One thing I noticed while experimenting a bit is that one thing I said in the previous video about the fact that you want to actually put your weaker units in the back and to place in the first positions your stronger units is not necessarily 100% true every time. For example, I notice I mean, it's kinda true. The 5th unit is usually fine. If you put your weakest unit in the back as the 5th unit, it's usually fine. He's destroying me. Is he beating me? Maybe not. Okay, no, I'm doing. We are fairly evenly matched, I would say. He's doing well, but I'm doing well as well. Let's hope I can kill low. Sorry if I get distracted, but I'm trying to follow my... not to die either. Okay, no, we're doing well. What was I saying? Yes, it's fine to put your weaker unit as the last one. The weakest unit as the last one, I mean, but I also noticed that since they move around a lot, the unit that gets hit the most is usually the unit in the middle here. So I put Shanks because it is by far my tankiest unit there. And in the second position as well. It really depends, because at the end of the day, as I said, it's really random, depending on the moments and depending on the position of the opponent's units as well. But actually, I find that my units tend to survive a little bit better if I put my tankiest units on the second and third place, because those are the ones that tend to be targeted. I don't know why, but those are the ones that tend to be targeted the most of the time. So, okay, we are doing fairly well. We cannot... one thing you'll notice is that once you are in the highest ranks, it's gonna be very, very hard to do a lot of points, because to do a lot of points you need to have a huge gap between your rank and the opponent's rank. And I actually placed it among the first 3 people in the last qualifications for a few, and I was only getting crappy matchups because of that. I'm not facing a completely int team. This team is, in my opinion, the strongest team in the meta right now. It's a team that it's all about lowering your defense, and it works extremely well against a slasher team like mine, because if I face such a team right now, my units are gonna have 2 of defense, level 2, and they're gonna completely destroy me, no matter how quick I am. So it's a good counter to quicker teams. So if you want to invest in a good team, it's probably a good deal to do an int team. Okay, this team is actually maybe slightly better than mine. I don't know if I can win this. This is hard. No, let's check if there's a better opponent. I want to die. This is 1 point less, but I think it's easier. Okay. Once you raise up in your position in ranking, you need to pay more attention to the teams you're facing, of course, because you cannot just blindly attack anyone and hope to win. You will have to pay attention to the levels of the opponent's unit and to your own levels. I leveled up my units as much as possible, but of course there are whales that are gonna buy jump packs, which I didn't, and they're gonna have if you buy the PvP packs, they give you extra materials to raise up your specials, so it's a given that their units are gonna be souped up a lot. Okay, I think we are doing fairly well. Once we kill their healer, the major problem with teams that relies on healers is that once you get rid of their healer, they cannot do much. That unit is actually pretty good. Actually slows down me too, but I'm a lot. Yeah, he's behind me. He's really behind. He's falling behind. He only has 3 units left. I have my whole starting team, so I'm winning this easily. As you can see, the low is pretty cool because makes your Psy units faster. It also does this nice fixed damage, and he also removes some debuffs when he launches his specials, which is pretty useful at times. It's more situational than the other abilities he has, but it's also helpful. How many gems did I use? 2. Let's use 3. I really want to stay in the first ranks at start, so I'm gonna use quite a bunch, maybe 4 or 5. Let's do as many points as possible to start with. I wanna stay in the first position of the ranking to start with, and then I'll stop probably using gems, or I just use 1 per day or 2 per day to stabilize in set place in the first to ensure I keep staying in the first. I already beat this guy. Yeah, let's beat him again. Once I am sure I'm in the first 500 positions, I'm gonna stop using as many gems, honestly. I just want to stabilize in this first moment, and it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to use gems at first because everyone is using them, honestly, actually. It's also probably because this is the very first challenge in this mode ever. Maybe this abundance of people using gems will slow down in the future, especially once they realize the rewards are not actually incredible. They are good for PP, that's it. They are not great in general, they are not as good as treasure map rewards, honestly. Sorry, I was speaking with the hands in front of my mouth, so I hope it didn't muffle my speaking too much. Yeah, I was saying, once the people realize the rewards for this mode, even if you place among the first places are not super cool, definitely treasure map rewards are much better in general. I think they are gonna cool down a little bit. Let's follow a little bit what my team is doing now, because Capone just activated his special and healed himself, and he's super annoying. He's terrible. He's a self-healing bastard tank, and this guy is also tanking, so I can't kill Capone in the meantime. This team, you see why I use. You can see why I use Capone and Bullet in my own defensive team. They are perfect. They go perfectly well together, because one tanks, the other one tanks as well, and it prevents you from attacking the other unit, and it heals himself. And if you couple that with a healer as well and other tanky units that reinforce their defense, it's gonna be a nightmare to kill those guys. So it's pretty nice. We are still among the first 50 rankings, so it's first 50 positions. I mean, yeah, we start. Okay, you can see they are doing their job. I changed them to the correct defensive team with the Capone and Bullet. And you can see I get good defenses. I get tickets from that. That's really useful. You wanted to get as many as possible, and here I am again with the shitty points, because I am in the first 50 positions. No, this is I mean, I probably can beat this, but it's maybe I don't want to risk. This seems fairly beatable. That Shanks is kinda over leveled, so it's a bit annoying, but I think I can beat this one. Okay, let's watch just some matches. I think I told you pretty much whatever everything I wanted. I'll talk a bit more about the teams, the meta. The slasher team that I'm playing, and as you can see, the slasher team that the opponent is playing as well. He misses a couple units, but that's just because that's his defensive team, and he's trying to lure in people trying to face him because they will think his team is weak. He's actually running all the base units that are in my team as well. Low is just an extra unit. You can run Inu, but Inu Arashi, but is also an extra unit. The base composition of the team is the one is running, and the team is fairly good as it is with those just those 4 units. So it's not a weak team at all, even if it's running just 4 units. It's deceivingly strong. Which is really good to lure in opponents. As you can see, he's actually crushing me at this moment. That's because his shank is over leveled. I hope as soon as one of my units dies. Okay, this is a pretty good case to show you when positioning mess you up. I can lose this now because of what Carol did. She didn't eat anything. This is pretty annoying. And the shanks too. This is terrible. I can lose 2 units here. I didn't because my defense is really high, but this wasn't good at all. I could have lost this due to RNG, to random factors. So it may happen sometimes. Also slows down me a bit, as you can see. It's something out of your control, so it's frustrating. But I was saying, yes, it's a pretty good strategy to lure in opponents to just run 4 units and leave empty spots. You can also put your units in your reserve and leave empty spots, so people that are in a hurry or are noobs, so to speak, are gonna attack you because they won't pay much attention getting defenses good. They won't pay much attention to the team at all. They'll just see your missing units and they'll think it's an easily beatable team. I don't think this unit is particularly good. I mean, it does a lot of damage, but I don't think this is the ideal team composition for the slashers. But probably not attacking them anyway because the other units, the core units, are pretty much very leveled up. Okay, this team is really tempting, 27 points. But yeah, it's hard to beat this team. This team is pretty good. Maybe I can rely a bit on the fact that these are all dreaming units. I don't know if I can beat this one, honestly. Let's try. This is number 6 in the ranking. I'm probably getting my first loss, but I'll do it anyway to show you how the team works. Okay, he's gonna destroy my defense. You see, he's gonna start to slow, but my defense is now 1-1-3-3-3. As you can see, the team pretty much forces me not to defend well, and by the time my defense gets raised by Shanks and by Doffy, I'm probably gonna be a bit behind with a few units, and he's gonna destroy them. Okay. The only thing I can rely on is the fact that my units are really quick. He also does fixed damage, which is definitely a problem as well. He does a lot of damage. His team is very damaging. It's all about attack. As you can see, he crushes me very easily. My squisher units will die very easily against a team like this. That's why Int is kinda scary. Int teams are extremely scary because they are super damaging. They're all about damage, and your team will die very easily. Otama helps, of course, because she heals quite nicely, but it's not always gonna be enough. Your best bet is to outpace him with a very quick team, as I'm doing here. And this is only possible, honestly, because he used a 4 elements team to lure in weaker players. But we beat him. We beat him. That's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, we are among the first 30 players in the ranking now. That's really cool. It's not gonna last. It's not gonna last because I cannot keep using gems again and again and again. I already used a lot. I'm gonna slow down and use maybe this one, maybe one more, and then I stop. But as you can see, we can now challenge the top ranking units. I don't know about this one. I don't know about I don't know how I feel about this one. This looks beatable, but again, it's this evening good as a team. Maybe. Again, I can lose this one. But at this point, I'm so high ranked that I'm only getting good points if I attack people in the first places anyway. So let's try. Let's slow down him as much as possible, but he's gonna become quicker anyway, so it's pointless. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this one. Yeah, I didn't take into account the fact that he's so over souped. His units are so high in levels that he's gonna counter my low anyway. So yeah, I think I'm losing this one. I don't see myself winning this one. You may think I'm doing well, but I'm actually losing this one. If I lose one unit, I'm done. I say the first player that loses one unit is done. Okay, this was good. Low hit all of them, but this is destroying me. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see, Katakuri is too good. Katakuri does really a lot of damage, and my Kizaru is dying very quickly. But okay, I have a chance. I could have a chance. I'm having a lot of luck with positioning, honestly, because I'm always hitting all of these units. So yeah, I win this. I win this one, but I was lucky. It was closer than it seems, even if I have all of my units still. But still, we beat one of the first people in the ranking, so we're gonna get a lot of points again. A bit rank 3. We're gonna skyrocket to rank 31. Again, this is nothing new to me. In the qualification blocks, I placed it among the first 3 and 2 again. We're getting a lot of wins. I didn't lose yet, but it's gonna happen quickly. Don't worry. I'm gonna lose soon. Let's see if I can get a lot of points. This is fairly good. Okay. Again, this is how you recognize some trickery. Is trying to lure in people by using this thing. That's not a problem at all. Do I actually run low here, or do I run Ino? Because his team is pretty offensive. I may actually run Ino. No. I don't know, honestly. No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's do some more points. I think I can beat this one, but then again it comes down to random factors as well. It's randomly generated numbers at the end of the day. Yeah, I hate when your opponent's Kizaru launches his special before yours. The fact is, my Kizaru actually, thanks to low, can raise his own special faster than my opponent. But for some reason, he did hit first. His own did hit first. I think it's because my Kizaru is so quick. Then he actually hits before his. As you can see, I launched my second special before him. Even if he started first. Yes, I think it's because my Kizaru is so quick actually that he starts attacking before his special is ready, and this messes up a little bit the rhythm. You ideally want to time up your specials to be ready before your units attack, but it's pretty tricky to calculate all the factors and to make it so. So it's if you are a genius, maybe you can adjust your units to be just as fast as necessary for your special to launch just as soon as they're ready, but I think that's impossible. It's not possible for me, at least. Okay. I think we are doing fairly well. We didn't lose a single match yet, so that's great. And I can probably beat Mr. Rank 6 here, so let's try. I mean, low is good against powerhouse units, so. Yeah, it's gonna slow down those 3 units. I'm a lot quicker than he is. He's tankier, but I'm a lot quicker. Zesher teams are pretty strong against units like Whitebird and Tesoro, which are very good units otherwise. So it's low is kinda a hard counter to some of the best units in the game. So. But he's screwing me up because he's launching all of his special in rapid succession before mine. So let's hope I can recover from that. Okay. Again, this is a result of the difference between the time it takes for my special to charge and how quick my units attack. But yeah, I'm doing fairly well. Maybe Kizaru is dying, but my defense is actually pretty high. Unless they hit me the second the defense boost wears off, I'm fine probably. Okay, and then I'm fine for sure because he only has 1 unit. Once you lose unit, the main problem is that you're gonna lose the passive boost. The passive boosts they do as well. They grant the rest of your team as well. So your whole team is gonna get weaker every time you lose a unit. Not just because you have 1 less units, but because they are gonna be less boosted. So once you have 1 or 2 units, you're pretty much done, unless your opponent's team is in the same situation. Last gem, I think, then I'll stop. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of of attacking this team because it seems actually pretty good. I don't know. But I will slow down this guy and this guy as well, so maybe... It's a bit risky. Let's see other teams. This is definitely the team I don't want to mess up with, because it looks far too dangerous. Nope. This seems actually fairly beatable, but that's too few points. I can beat this guy, I think. He's strong, but I can beat him. Maybe. Not sure though. Can I? Yeah, it's level 1. I'm gonna destroy him. It's good, but it's not that good. Yeah, I'm quite a bit faster than this. I bet his Kizaru will launch his special before mine. Of course he does. Mine is too fast. That's the problem. So annoying. Because I take a lot of unnecessary damage because of that. The only possible solution is to make it so that the special gets ready way faster anyway, because I cannot slow down in purposely, but it's not an easy thing to do. You have to raise the specials of the special of low and of carrot as well. It's a bit hard, but I'm doing fairly well. My team is way better than his own. At least his own defensive team is weaker. Okay. 16 consecutive wins. This is nothing to write off. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Good team to fight against. 22 points. This is fairly beatable, I think. And I'm not getting anything else. This is number 8. I'm not beating this guy. I may beat this one though. Oh, let's try. He's strong. I can lose, definitely, but let's try anyway. It's too nice an opportunity. Because he's fairly slow compared to me, and his units are pretty good, but I can definitely win this one due to my speed. Okay, my Shanks is going in quickly, which will raise my defense, and Kizaru will raise my attack, and he hasn't launched a single special yet. I'm talking too quickly. Yeah, he's gonna cut my health a lot, but I'm gonna survive that one. And this is by far the worst, because he's not only doing fixed damage, but he's also binding one of my units, as you can see. Thanks God, he's not targeting the units that I have that have less health, like Kizaru, so I'm doing fairly well in terms of randomness in this battle. Okay, I was able to launch my special twice because I'm so quick, which is great. Okay, and is definitely losing this one. Yeah. I won this one pretty easily, actually. This is good. Great. 17 consecutive wins. This is amazing. Okay, 23rd place. Doing great. Rank 2. Can we beat rank 2? We can sure try. Yeah, this is a bit dangerous, but whatever. Let's try to beat the second best ranked player in the game at the moment. Let's hope he doesn't completely wrecks me. I'm moderately confident because we just faced the similar team. He's gonna be stronger, of course, but whatever. Let's hope he's unlucky with his random numbers. This wasn't great, but only hit 2 units. Okay, I'm doing fairly well. My defense is pretty high. He didn't do much yet. This is super annoying. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, thanks God Carrot didn't get bound, but she's the only one who didn't. Okay, I lost 1 unit. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, let's hope Otama survives because she's gonna be extremely important here. Because she's gonna increase my survivability. But she may die. No. Okay. If I can just launch another fixed damage another fixed damage attack with either Carrot or Low, I'm gonna win this. Otherwise he wins because he has an healer as well. Yes! I can probably win this. Yes! Yes! This is really good. This is good, this is done. Okay, he only has the healer left, which is Quickie. It's Quickie, so I won. I won! I'm not losing any battle today. Okay, we just destroyed him. And we're in the top 20. That's not bad. Top 20. Okay. Do we want to use one more? Maybe. Let's use one more. Want to be stable among the first 20 units. Rank 5? I mean... He's running the same team as me. But his own is way better. So... I'm not fighting against this guy. I'm not dumb, sorry. Mr. 12 here. Maybe beatable. Not easy, but maybe beatable. Let's try. In teams are such a pain in the ass. They can screw up you really badly without you realizing. He's just as quick as me. And he has better attack and I have weaker defense, and that's the point of the team. In teams are so bad, so good. I have to build one myself. The only problem with in teams is you either need to be a whale or you have to wait a bit to build a good a decent in teams, because you can pretty much I mean, it's not like you can't use other materials, but you'll benefit the most by only using int materials, and the purple materials are pretty scarce. But I did an amazing thing here. I launched all of my specials in succession, and this is gonna screw up him a little bit. But he's gonna do the same now, unfortunately. Yeah, he's gonna destroy one of my units for sure if he keeps doing this. Okay, maybe I can kill one of his. Okay, we are doing fairly well. We have a numeric advantage now. Okay, he's done. Woo! I won. I only won because he had 4 units. He had just 4 units because of... if he just added Capone to this team, I wouldn't be able to beat him. Wouldn't have been able to beat him. I mean. Okay, got one defense. Steam still ranked 20th. People is grinding really hard. Can I beat this guy? Probably. I think also this guy is stronger than he looks, but yeah, we probably can. That's right. The problem with high level teams is that of course they are not gonna get losses either, because they are only targeting teams they know they can beat, just like I'm doing here. So it's a given that they are gonna keep raising points. And if you lose just one battle because of random factors or because you misjudge opponents, you're gonna fall behind. And you'll need then to use more gems than they do, which is impossible because they are... the first ranked players are usually whales and they use a lot of gems. And yeah, this was bad. I'm doing fine, I guess, but it's not as easy as it seems. I actually hoped it was easier. It's doing quite a lot of damage. That's annoying. Okay, thanks God I have my defense boost. But it's wearing off and this is bad. I need my carrot. I need her to hit everyone. Okay, this is great. Great positioning. This is random numbers luck. This is sheer luck. Okay, great, and he's down to 2 units. He's losing this one. Even if Kizaru is annoying, he's losing this one because he's quickie and there are no units left anymore. Yeah, that was good. Told you we can beat them. Told you we could beat him. Okay. Rank 16. Okay. And this is where things are gonna get hard because we are only get bad matches against people that is super strong. And we are gonna get very few points. And when you are number 3 or 2, trust me, it's gonna be even worse because all the matches will have poor rewards. That's it. That's how the ranking system works. Anyway. So you can do much really about it. The nice thing when you are this leveled up is that you are gonna usually face pretty much the same opponents over and over, and so you know which one you can beat. You memorize them. So for example, I know that I can beat this guy. I mean, and I can beat this one as well. The reason I keep pushing gems is because it's not like I can enjoy spending them, but I want to rank pretty well in this competition, and it's I see I didn't stabilize yet. I don't have as many points that I can't fall behind very quickly, because everyone is farming a lot. Once I have a lot of points and I see I'm dropping a few points here and there, but not many, I'm gonna stop. But yeah, this is definitely a gem heavy mode. Unfortunately, it's really pay to win in a way. I mean, I don't, because I barely buy any gem packs. It's not that I never buy them, I buy very little gems, very little. In the last 6 months, I think, or maybe in the last 8 months, I think I bought one pack, and it was at $10 per pack, so I'm mostly free to play. And I only bought the pack because it was very cheap and it was a lot of gems. So it was very recently. It was the $10 for 50 gems. Okay. So I'm basically using gems that I farmed mostly. But I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, if you take a look at the rewards, the rewards are good, but they are not crazy good. I mean, unless you place among the first 10s. I mean, the first 10 players are great, but yeah. In the end, you're not gonna get like in the treasure map. In the end, it's not like in treasure map. In the treasure map, even if you rank among the first players, you're not gonna get limited pool legends. You're just gonna get normal legends, normal legend tickets. So it's probably not worth it to try place in the first 10. First 100 is okay because you're getting 2 tickets, but first 500 is very good as well. So the main rewards you want to look forward to are the scrolls and the tickets. So it's just ranking very well in this mode is only beneficial to PvP itself. Actually, yeah, you're gonna get a legend ticket, but it's not very relevant at all. It's on the main thing that is gonna benefit you in PvE, in the main mode, by winning, by ranking well in this mode, is the grade. Because the grade, if you get at least this grade, which this grade, which you need to place among the first 1000 people in the championship too, you can actually raise up your facilities as much as you want. You can max up them potentially. So it's important that you place among the first 1000 in a championship, not necessarily in this one, in one, because only your lifetime achievement in terms of ranking is important, as a matter of fact, for raising the facilities. So that's it. I'm probably stopping now. I see that I'm solidly among the first 20. Let's see if I drop down quickly. Kinda. Let's see. I'll wait a few minutes and see if I go down very quickly. Otherwise, I'm probably not using any more gems because I want to save some of them. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful. It was basically just me ranting and playing PvP, but I try to share a little bit of information here and there. Oh, just one more thing. I can do this. I'll just look at the ranking so that I can show you which one are the best teams in the meta right now. Of course, we are looking at defensive teams. Defensive teams are not necessarily a good representation of what's going on in the meta, but kinda. As you can see, the int teams are pretty good. Ignore this unit because it's not relevant here. The relevant team is composition is this one, probably. The best units are Katakuri. Katakuri is great, and Offy. It's also good to use an arrow, and if you have him, Diamond Josu. V3 Whitebear is okay. You can also use V2 Fujitora instead. Padding is good. V1 Sanji is good as well. Another unit you can use is Carrot, definitely. So yeah, some options. You can play a bit with team composition, but those are the main staples. The main staples are Doffy and Katakuri. You can see the teams tend to differ a bit in team composition. You can also use Capone. Capone is always great. It's annoying as hell to face, but more or less it's the same team. It's a great team. I think the int team is potentially... We beat a bunch of int teams in this video, but potentially it's the best team in the meta right now, I think. Once it's harder to level up, because as I said, you can only level up them very well with int scrolls, and you'll have to use int scrolls on all of your units, so it's harder to optimize the team. But I think once the team is maxed up, it's gonna be pretty hard to beat him with a maxed up slasher team. Probably impossible. So yeah, it's definitely one of the better teams in the meta right now. The slasher team I'm running is actually second best in my opinion. As you can see, many high-ranked players are using the same a similar team, and it's pretty good, pretty strong. The main issue with this team is that everyone and his mom is running it. A lot of players are running it, so everyone knows about the team and how it works and how strong it is. So if you use this team, that's why I use a different team for defense. If you use it for defense, you are probably not getting many defenses, because people will see this team and will say, oh, it's that team, it's pretty strong, I'm not attacking that thing. I'm not touching that thing at all. And this team is okay. I don't think it's particularly great. I think it's a good team per se, but it's a bad matchup against this team. I mean, it's a favorable match for us if we are running this team. So this is what it is. And there are other teams as well that are strong, that are very strong. I think the shooter teams are pretty good, but the end of the day, these are the teams that run the meta right now. You can see there are some different teams. This is a Free Spirit team, which is okay, I mean, it's good, but I can see those teams being substantially stronger than the team I'm running. Okay, this is a great shooter sort of team. This is pretty good, but again, those team composition, you can use these teams as well, but at the end of the day, in teams and slasher teams, I think are gonna crush those pretty easily. It's gonna be interesting once we get the rewards and we get a lot of scrolls, and in a few time we can probably max up our teams, and then we'll see what this team are really worth. Okay, I'm kinda consistent in staying in the first position, so I'm pretty fine with stopping using gems now. Okay, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like the video, leave a comment if you want to add something, or if you disagree with something I say, or if you just want to ask some questions, and let's see you again with the next video. Goodbye.